can't kill my confidence. You think I give a fuck? That's what they do. You can't kill my confidence. You think I give a fuck? That's what they do. You can't kill my confidence. You think I give a fuck? That's what they tell me. All the fucks I ever gave.
Oh, fuck off. Yo, how we all doing, people? Sorry about that. Oh, hang on, camera's not working. What's going on here? Well, it says it is. What the fuck's going on? Right. It should be on the screen, but it's not. So we'll have to hide it for this evening. Sorry about that, people. We seem to be having a few issues with the camera, but I hope we are all well today. Hope we are all ready for this one. As you can see from the title, it is Wheel to Wheels Tier 1 going around Silverstone this evening, and we hopefully will be treated to one very, very good race. There's some very, very good drivers racing here this evening. If you're joining back from yesterday, hello, people. How are we all doing? So, let's see who's in attendance this evening. We've got the big man, Dusty Bassoon, in the Red Bull on his own this evening with Raza and Sir with Face in the Ferrari. We've got Trey in the McLaren. We've got McLean and CRE Lewis in the Mercedes. In the Aston Martin, it's Fozzie. Unfortunately, nobody driving for the V-Carb this evening, but Barmy Tick and Nox Desiree are in the Haas team. Very good team. Keep an eye on them too. They will be making moves in this race. Finley is in the Alpine all alone with the Night Owl and Sheehan in the Williams. And then in the Kick Sauber, it is SSB. And unfortunately, there's no reserves this evening. It's going to happen this. You will probably see lower lobbies with like the back end of the game coming. People, I think majority of people probably had enough with F124 at this moment. I mean, it is in a bad spot, if I do say so myself. But let's have a look at the standings so far in a division. What race are we on? Because I'm sure I've just put. Are we on Silverstone? Hang on, let me just sort this out. Because I've just probably read out the completely wrong one for everybody who's turning up this evening. No, I'm right. It is Silverstone. We're on round 5. So the standings are up to date. So I can't really give you who. I can give you who's leading from tier 1, from round 3. I think we've missed round 4. So let's see who's leading. In the constructors, you've got Haas. So that's well done to Barmitic and Nox Desiree. 64 points they're on, with Williams in at P2 on 56. Aston Martin are in at P3 with 51. Alpine are in at P4 with 40. Red Bull in at P5 with just 37. Ferrari only 34 points in at P6. You've got the V-Carb team in at P7 with 28. McLaren in at P20. In at P9, Mercedes. with 11, and you've got Kick Albert in at the bottom with 0 points. So let's hope that they can do something this evening. Let's have a look who's at the top of the table. So Barmy Tick leads the championship, closely followed by Night Owl. Barmy on 47, Night Owl on 40. Then you've got Dusty Bassoon with 37 points. Remote in at P4 with 35. Fozzie's in at P5 with 33. Finley in at P6 with 32. Razza in at P7 with 24. Trey in at P8 with 20. Nox Desiree 17 in at P9. Shian in at P10 with 16. Jacob P11 with 11. Sir with Face in at P12 with 10. J7BP in at 13 with 8. CRE Lewis in at P14 with 7. McLean in at P15 with 4. E69F1 16. The bottom lot all on 0 points so far. Not been able to gain any points out of the races. Needs to join, mate. Yeah, I know, mate. I'll be coming over very, very shortly. I just need to make sure I've got my hotkey set up. But yeah, I'll be in there very, very shortly. Fozzie, don't worry about that. But Silverstone, good track to look forward to. Should be a good race from the lads. Silverstone, as we know, very iconic, British iconic track. And I think every part of the track is actually named here. So I will do my best to try and run you through the corners, through quality, and obviously the race as well. But yeah, I mean, Silverstone, great track. In the F124 game, there is a few bumps that can take time out of your lap. It's Coulter. Hang on, I've just looked at it saying it's Silverstone. That's why I changed. Oh my God, what? I'm in wheel to wheel and I'm looking at the check-in and it says Silverstone. What, round 4? Oh my God. How come everybody's already signed up to round 5? Right, so it's Coulter. So I don't know what's happened there, but everybody's signed up in round 5. So from what I can see, for round 5, there's not many people here. The teams are completely different. I don't know. We'll have to find out when we get in there. Another night, another boring, lonely day. It's your one and only Ash, actively looking for a sugar daddy who pays weekly. DM for offers. How we doing, Ash? You all right, buddy? Sorry, just let me. I'm gonna move over to live scene and just go on F1. Just be easier than pissing about pressing the buttons. So it's Coulter this evening. It got postponed, not cancelled. Yeah, I know, but I'm just saying in the sign up, it's completely different. Like, do you know what I mean? I've gone to the bottom thinking it's round 5, so apologies. But I did think, and I remember obviously last week was either postponed or cancelled. But yeah, we'll just move on. I am incredibly bored. It's unreal. Should be. I thought you'd be hard recruiting for LRS. So let's see who shows up this evening to Coulter. Very, very good track. Fond of Coulter. I really do enjoy Coulter. The track. Very, very nice circuit. So we should have a very, very good race. We've commentated on many people that have done Texas while we've been watching. So, and I know from past experience that the races at Texas are very good. So let's hope that the lads can put on the same show this evening, as we've seen in the past. But yeah, we are here, people. How are y'all doing? We're ready for this one. Should be a very good race. Some very big names joining. Some people that have, it's going to be very, very close. I think there's going to be a DRS train for the amount that actually turn up. We could see a lot of drivers in the train, depending on, as I said, depending on numbers. But it's going to happen, as I said, because like we're at the back end of the game now. There's rumours of the next game coming out at a set date. How did anybody watch testing today? I watched a bit of the testing while I was at work. Can't really get anything. You can't really gauge anything from testing. I don't think you got to wait for that first race of the season. Then you'll know who's doing what and what's going where. Back-to-back Fozzie win, calling it. Yeah, so if Fozzie won last night at Canada, can he do it? Can he go back-to-back races? We know he's got the talent. We know he's got the pace. We've seen some great pace from him yesterday at Canada. After the safety car restart, he just wanted to get on with things, and that second stint, Fozzie really shone. He was on it. It was absolutely an amazing race from Fozzie. Apart from the like I said, I don't know what Fozzie don't mind me saying this. Apart from the 3-second penalty that he picked up, flawless. That was literally flawless. I want 250. Well, I don't. I mean, you. I'm not going to say you can have it, but if you're expecting it, I don't know like how you're going to get that money, mate. But yeah, just still waiting for a few people. It is only 5-2, so we've got a bit of time to chat. But I was ready for pulling up Silverstone track map then and going through the corners and stuff like that. Coulter, I don't think there's the track's actually named like the corners. But sector 1, if you hook that up, it's so satisfying. You can carry so much pace through the S's, then through the long right-hander, leading you into like the little bit of a uphill left, then it goes uphill right, and then left again. You nail that part of the track. It can be really satisfying. I don't think there's a corner that I'm like annoyed about at Texas. I think you've just got to time them right. It's you that can mess it up. 2 options: half hairy foot or dog paw. Your choice. £10 or both for 16. Those hairy toes. But we got TTR Lewis in the Mercedes. I think that might be the one and only Lou past you. Good to see him back racing. Will his teammate make an appearance, Mr. Ryan McLean? Can he make that appearance here this evening? I've commentated on pretty much everybody. Apart from, I don't think Luke P. I think he's one that I've not commentated on before, but the rest of them I've commentated on them multiple times. So with Face more recently. But yeah. Stabby boy, not seen him for a while. You need a mod, Taz. I know. I keep meaning to do it being a light, but I just lose. I'm easily sidetracked. Easily sidetracked. If I could do it now, I would. But I'm in the game. I mean, I suppose I could put he's tier 2 just reserving. Oh, nice. Or is a tier 2 driver stepping up? Here he is, the big man, Dusty Bassoon. Can Dusty try and take the win away from big man Fozzie? Can Fozzie go back to back? I mean, Night Owl's in with a shout of getting the win. We know Night Owl's got good pace. Barmy tick. Let's hope. I mean, Dusty's here, so he's doing quali. So that's good news. No, I know being a darling. I do apologise. I am just easily sidetracked. Yo, is this shit Coulter or Silverstone? Yeah, I looked at the wrong one. Can't even edit it now. I'm on the game, so we'll just have to roll with it. The poster and track is Coulter, but the sign up is but there's another sign up underneath, which has got Silverstone, which shows everybody attending that one as well. So I've naturally gone to the bottom, thinking, right, this is the one everybody's signing up for. That we're on round 5. So apologies, like I do say, I apologise for the confusion, but I was just as confused as when Fozzie told me it was Coulter. The news are with reading the fact of it says Silverstone. But yeah, Silverstone will be next week. And we are racing Coulter. Cypher as well. I'm just confused. Yeah, I mean, I'm right there with you, mate. Right there with you. I think it's just because last week was postponed. So technically, I mean, this is race 4. It's race. Oh, it was. Is it Texas last week? I'm so gone. I'm so lost. Let's just we're at Coulter. That's it. We're done. Got the new name changed today on the old Xbox. Oh, nice, mate. Still costs like £8, or is it like £9 now? Evening, Jay. How's it going, buddy? Sheehan. Not seen Sheehan for a bit neither. TTRE. So when did you make the move, Lou? It is. It's expensive, innit? Just to change your fucking name. Like, what? I don't understand why it costs money. But yeah, we're not seeing Sheehan for a bit neither. Truly, it'll be a new one. Unless it's Truly McQueen. Maybe a week ago. Nice. How come you left? What was the issue there? It seemed like you've been there for quite some time now. Truly McQueen it is. Right. I hear you're after something. What's she after, JTEL? Just went inactive. Right, fair play. Fair play, mate. Hope you get a good result here this evening. Cost me 8 to change my name to... It honestly, something needs to happen with that because it shouldn't cost you to change your fucking name. On a console, it's ridiculous. I stopped a lot of league racing, so stopped racing for CRE. Didn't see a point in staying. Yeah, fair play. Absolutely fair play, mate. We know you've got some good pace, Lou, so should be a good watch. Is your teammate showing up, Mr. McLean? You got a puppy? What puppy have you got, bro? Oh, for fuck's sake. Not you and all, Dusty. For fuck's sake. He should be signed up. Nice. How you doing, Dusty, mate? How's it going? You here for the win tonight or what? Come on, Dusty. It's been a while since I've said Dusty's won a race. I'll try and take it off Fozzie. And Lou and Barmy. Fucking pretty fucking stacked grid, to be honest, mate. Yeah, not doing too bad. My TikTok's still running, so that's good. After yesterday. That was just bizarre. I don't know what went on yesterday with TikTok, but yeah. It is what it is. I won China and now crap again. China specialist. Well, I put China first and then I changed it to Silverstone and then I changed it to fucking... Well, it's still Silverstone. But yeah, with a sign up, naturally, like I said before, I just went to the bottom to see who signed up to the race. And it was on Silverstone, so yeah. We're just rolling with it. People will come on and like, this isn't fucking Silverstone. It's like, no, yeah, the commentator got it wrong. But it's not just the commentator's fault. Let's just have it that way. I need to take that camera off the screen. Oh, for fuck's sake. Nope, don't want to do that. Wrong button. Need to get rid of that little blank fucking spot at the bottom. There we go. That is bright. French bulldog. Oh, blue Frenchie. Oh my god. I remember going vets once and seeing one of them, like a little puppy, like a sandy coloured one, sat across from me. They're so fucking tiny and their ears are massive. I guess you like the pick, you saw. Mate, you'll have to. I mean, if there is a pick, send me one. Fucking French bulldogs, those puppies are cute as fuck. She won't let me have one. Not allowed one. We've got two big ones. One drools everywhere, and the other one, she's getting on a bit now. So Knox Desiree now in the lobby. Yeah, I fell in love with the picture. Beaner, give it a share. Now we're on 8:05. Are we going to be going soon? Because Taz has got a burger going cold. I mean, I could probably eat it while we're going through quali, but I'm not one of them people to sit here fucking nomming. while I'm meant to be commentating on qualifying. But yeah, as we know, Texas good circuit, 2 DRS zones here at Texas. One between turns 11 and 12, and then your first one technically is the start-finish straight. Got 2 possible overtaking opportunities. You don't really want to be going side by side through the S's, and through sector 1 could be very, very treacherous. You definitely don't want that. But yeah, you need to take your opportunities when you can. I want to be Ferrari 10 and 4. Is that a TikTok comment? It is actually, but now they're finally coming through. How are we doing 10 and 4? Pool prediction time and person Taz. Ooh, pool prediction. See, Fozzie, you put me on the spot, mate. I'm going to have to do like some revision before the races, look at people TTs, maybe look at past races. With the grid, I mean, Dusty's quite handy here at Texas. I know Barmy can bang a lap in when he wants. It's an hard one to call who's actually going to get pole for me. Because, I mean, like I said, you, Barmy, Dusty, Razza, Lou Pastiu, Knox Desiree, you know, he can bang a lap in when he needs to. It's going to be hard to call. But if I remember times correctly, around Texas, high 129. Is that right, or am I like miles off, and it could be a hell of a lot lower? Like, I need to start doing mirror vision a bit more, like I used to. Just don't have it like that much time anymore, really, to be honest. But we'll get there. That's very fast. Okay. Okay, like a mid-30. Let's say that, a mid-30. We've got a car out on track. It is Finley Smith. We'll jump on board with the Alpine driver and see what he can do here. Can he put a good lap together? Honestly sounded like we had no sound at all then. It was just dead silence. Still possible to have a 29. I think I have... The reason why I said a 29, because I think I have actually seen a high 29 in qualifying. I've commentated on it. I know I have. I was just like flicking through in my memory trying to think like what was the time. But I think I have seen a high 29. But yeah, Finley down the DRS straight here. You can see, if you're new to F1, that back panel opening up on the rear wing to give some extra downforce, give some extra pace to the cars as they head between that section of the circuit. If you're outside a second of the car in front, you will not get it. You have to be under a second behind the car in front to get the DRS to try and help you go on attack. But I think there's going to be one healthy DRS train here this evening with the drivers that are here. And one guy has just shown up, a guy who will be adding to that, and that is Mr. Ryan McLean. He is here, ready to race. Let's hope he can get in his car in quali and put a lap in, see where he feeds out in the track. You know, it's not all about qualifying pace. It is also about your race pace and your race etiquette. Trying to persuade crew to get me a parrot for my birthday. I had an African grey, the mint. But the only problem with African greys, once they fall in love with one person, that is it. They hate everybody else. I like the little ring neck parrots. But here we go. Finley Smith into the DRS straight now. Let's see what he can do. We'll see his sector 2-3 split after this straight as he goes through the left-hander. And then in between the corners, we'll see the time stop and we'll see what he's looking at. So he's on a 1:01.219. No, Finley's got some decent pace as well, you know. Yeah, Parrot's a mint, mate. I think everybody knows, but I had a chameleon, me. He was awesome. Until my partner's sister got her hands on him. So anyway, here comes Finley. Round the final corner, up to the line. It is a 1:30.996. See, so I'm not that far out. I'm not that far out. It's only a second. See the times dropping. Dusty with a 30.630 there. Let's have a look at Raza in the face. Invalidated. Let's have a look at Lou Pasture. Lou Pasture with a 24.9 for his first sector there. As he heads on down the DS straight, he's getting a beautiful tour off the McLaren here. Is this TTRE team working together? Are they in a chat? Have we just seen a bit of teamwork from the TTRE boys? Is that going to be the case this evening? Is it going to be TTRE against the grid? But got a really good slipstream there, did Lou. Up to the final corner he comes. What kind of lap times are you looking at? Comes up to the line. It's a 30.889. So puts himself P3. Barmy's managed to go P2. Only half a tenth off Dusty Bassoon there. Let's have a look. With last night's winner around Canada. Dominant race from Fozzie at Canada. Can he show some dominance here this evening at Coulter? Obviously, a different league where Fozzie won last night. But it shows how talented he is. I mean, I don't know whether... I think Fozzie's like 17, so he probably had college today and then he'll go home and practice this track. He's probably older than that, Fozzie. I don't know. Oh, flicked off Fozzie there. Ryan McLean just starting a lap there in the Mercedes. You can see on the map, just making his way through turn 1. And now we'll head into the S's. Will McLean, but we've got Fozzie nearly completed his outlap. This corner will be flat out when Fozzie begins his run. So here we go with the Aston Martin driver. Let's see what he can do. Fozzie, can you put it on pole? Provisional pole with this lap. Here we go. Fozzie on the run down to turn 1. Up the hill he goes. I mean, on the race start, this corner's going to be... You're going to see people trying to make moves up the inside. Maybe a cheeky one round the outside. Let's hope that they keep it all clean, though, once it becomes lights out. And they all head into turn 1. Fozzie with a 24.7. So he's going quicker than Lou so far through sector 1. We only know Pastures because he's the only one that we've seen. So I think he had like 2 tenths on Lou there. But needs to find more time if he wants to try and like mix it with Dusty and Barmy. Are both in the 30.6s at this moment in time. 2 cars going side by side in the background there. Fozzie again, a 1 minute .760 for Fozzie. I mean, Finley was a 1-1. So this is going to be it should be a very quick lap from Fozzie here. As he heads up to the final corner now, throws that Aston Martin through the final corner, up to the line, and it is a 30.355 for Fozzie. Could my high 29 become a reality here this evening with these lads on track? Where did McLean put himself? McLean put him in at P7. We've got Sheehan heading through turn 1. Very busy the circuit, as you can see, heading through turn 1. You don't want to be caught out holding somebody up on a lap. .068 for Sheehan there. I'd say he's gonna be around Sir with face, maybe a bit higher. That has one, and she hates everybody. I want an Indian ring neck. Yeah, they're beautiful parrots, them, the Indian ring necks. Guy over who used to live across the road from us used to have a massive macaw. Fucking huge it was. Yeah, I mean, actually, Sheehan might surprise us here. Looks like he's maybe heading around the Night Owl McLean area. But I thought we would possibly would have seen Night Owl with a quicker lap, but must have made a few mistakes on the lap. Sheehan's got the Haas. The Haas just narrowly getting out of the way there. Was very close from the Haas driver. And is that Barmy Tick trying to get a cheeky slipstream? Nope. It is Knox Desiree in the Haas who tried getting a bit of a slipstream there on the start of the race. Let's see what Knox Desiree can do. Currently sat on a 131.769. Evening, Mr. Crew. How are we doing? So Knox Desiree missed the Sector 1 split there because we're speaking to Crew, but we'll see at Sector 2-3. If Knox Desiree has improved. It's a shame the McLaren were a bit further back. He could have given Knox a tow as well. How's you, Tazzy Boo? I'm very, very well. Fucking Dusty called it me as well earlier on. But yeah, mate, I'm good. I had a good day. Busy one, so it's always good when it's a busy day at work. Time flies. Before you know it, you're home. So, Knox Desiree up by 2/10. That's just going to see him move above McLean at this moment in time. Let's hope he's got some time in Sector 3. Here, where he can catch, maybe move a couple more positions up. As we've got McLean, he's hit the circuit again. We'll jump on board with the Mercedes driver shortly, see what he's doing. I think Stabby's just had an off. But there you go, Knox Desiree does improve. Improves by 1 position, goes above McLean, but McLean out on track. Has the potential to improve on his lap. We've got Truly McQueen here. See what Truly can do. 24/7 there through Sector 1. I think Truly's on new tyres. Decent, very, very decent Fozzie. Not got much in it to make my prediction come true. The high 129. Not far off, mate. But here we've got Truly. Bina, you got one last pick of him. All right. Jay and Bina there having a chat in the chat. So Truly purple in Sector 2 there. I think that would be a personal best Sector 2 for Truly McQueen. I mean, who knows? It might be the fastest Sector 2. But we know what this game's like. It doesn't really tell you the truth half the time. So here comes Truly. What kind of time are we looking at from Truly? It's a 1:30.212. Great lap there. Beats Fozzie. Fozzie now having to find improvements on the lap, but great lap from Truly McQueen. Great lap there. Now the ball's in Fozzie's court. We've got Dusty out on circuit as well. He's on an out lap. Where was McLean? McLean was on a lap. McLean's invalidated there. Just jumped on board with the Mercedes driver. Making a mistake there. So that'll be it. Back to the pits for McLean. To put on a fresh set of soft compound tyres. But here we are with the Red Bull driver of Dusty Bassoon. Can he get near Fozzie and Truly? Or are their times just a bit out of his reach? So through turn one, the Red Bull driver goes. Nice cut of turn one there from Dusty. Throws it through the S's. Got to carry that pace around this corner. Gentle lift, throw it through the left-hander. Move up into the right-hand uphill. Get the power down on the exit here. On the run down to turn 11. Has Dusty found some time in the lap to try and get up into P2, or even take the take provisional pole here. We know Dusty has it in him. He can put a lap together when he's really concentrating, when he hooks it up, and you can just see it sometimes how nice it looks for Dusty when he's going through the circuit. Looks like he's carrying a lot of pace as he's up by 2/10. I mean, he has found some pace, but he needs to find more now in Sector 3. Are we going to see any more of an improvement on the lap from Dusty Bassoon as he makes his way through Sector 3 now? Through the long left, right-hander there. Throwing it through that left, a place where I've invalidated on my last run. Cost me qualifying. But here we come, Dusty Bassoon through the final corner, up to the line. It's a 1:03.4. 3:43 for Dusty. Puts himself in at P2. Narrowly beating Fozzie there. Stabby boy still not managing to put a lap together. We've got Finley out on the track. Finley currently sat on a 30.767. So needs to find at least, I would say, 6/10 if he wants to take provisional pole away. Barmy's now out on the circuit. That could be, I think that was Dusty's final run, you know. Dusty's not going to get back to the pits in time to get another lap in. So that's going to be all she wrote for Dusty unless he goes for it on a worn set of tyres. Possibly recharging on this lap. You've got both Mercedes drivers. They're out on circuit now. The McLaren, who's currently sat in P1, he's now hitting the circuit. All the cars are coming out. Everybody wants to get that final run in. And it's going to be crucial because any sort of invalidation here on the lap and you have screwed yourself. So here we go with Finley. This is going to be his final run in qualifying. What can he do? Can he put the lap together? He may get involved with a bit of traffic here. They all seem to be stacking up on the exit of sector 1. You can see them all jostling for position on the run down to turn 11. Got the Ferrari team leading that. Maybe Razza wanted to be up at the front. And his teammate Serby faced just in front of the McLaren. It's a shame for Finley. He possibly didn't go a bit earlier. He could have got a bloody good tour down this straight. Well, he's got no teammate neither, so that's not going to help him. Nobody's going to give him favours just because he's on his own. But I think some of these laps are going to be very, very messy at the back. You've got people trying to make space for one another. You've got, I think that's a Williams very, very close to the back of one of the Hasses. Could that be Night Owl? Night Owl did do that last night with one of the Who did it? He did it with J7BP. It was against an Aston Martin. J7BP pulled him on the line. Oh, this could spell danger here for the lap time there. That could have spoilt Finley's lap. He could have lost time there with that little bit of a moment, and I think he did. I think Finley got his lap ruined there by one of the Williamses, and I think it may have been Sheehan. We just sent serve with face, round on his lap. Let's have a look at Fozzie. Fozzie's invalidated, and he's not going to be able to put another lap in. Dusty's done. Truly can just take it easy now, unless we've got Barmy up by 2/10. Has Barmy found more time in Sector 3? As he comes up to the line, Barmy tick a 1:30.447, puts himself in at P4. Razza's up by 2/10. Can he get into the top 5 here, Razza? Could all be about the final sector for Razza Gamer. So here we are with the Ferrari driver making his way through the final few corners. Into the final corner he goes. It comes up to the line. What's it going to be from Razza Gamer? It's a 1:30.755. Puts himself in at P5. Truly up just narrowly there. Has he been able to find any more time in Sector 3? Here comes Truly McQueen. Completing the lap here, round the final corner. They come up to the line. Truly does improve, but by 9 thousandths of a second. But an improvement is an improvement, and that's a great lap there from Truly McQueen. The leader of the TTRE boys at this rate, at this moment in time. His fellow teammates are back in P7 and P11. And that is qualifying over. Fozzie invalidated on his lap. Really spoiled his chances of maybe going for pole position. But just that minor mistake. He's still in the top 3, but I think Fozzie could have potentially had the time in him to beat that. I'm not dissing Truly McQueen, but I think Fozzie would have been able to find the time. I don't think that would be it for Fozzie there. But Dusty comes out P2, so maybe Dusty can get right involved. I'm very well, thanks J7BP. No camera this evening, don't know what it is. It's just not playing games. It played games yesterday, but just not doing it here this evening. But yeah, good qualifying, Truly coming out on top. Tried aiding Lou past you with a bit of a slipstream, but didn't really help Lou in any way. Might have helped him personally with his pace. Has lost 2 tenths. Unlucky, Truly. Unlucky. Fucking great lap though, mate. Absolutely brilliant lap. Pole position. It's what you want. But very well, J7BP. Hope you are well too, sir. So, little bit of a break now while the lads get ready to race. The strategies will be being sorted. Tyres, fuel. But buckle up because I think we're going to see one healthy DRS train here at this race. I think one of a few could win this one. Like qualifying, yeah, that gets you your position, but you can lose positions off the start. You have one bad start, it can see you drop at least 2. So let's hope Dusty's got his locked in there this evening. Because we know that can be a bit of a weakness. You doing comms in CRS on Saturday? You damn straight I am. I might even do Sunday yet and all. Nah, I am doing Sunday. I'm doing Saturday and Sunday. I said I'd do them. Will you be racing, Mr. J7PP? I want to see dominance. lucky boy, you'll be commentating over me. Get in. Happy days. So here we go. 5 red lights at Kota. And the lads are away. Looks like they're all opted for the hards. Maybe 1 or 2 opting for the mediums. But truly got an absolutely brilliant start there. No pressure. Dusty's not had the greatest. He's lost. Is he going to lose a position? You've got Dusty and Fozzie battling it out here. Through sector 1. The side-by-side. Fozzie gets the position. Has the pace there. Fozzie gets into P2. Now, we've seen Fozzie's pace yesterday, chasing down a car. What's it going to be like here this evening? He had some absolutely brilliant pace yesterday. No DRS on this lap. That will come a second lap. You can already see people making moves, and that's a Ferrari making a late lunge there into the corner, and up to P4 goes Razza Gamer. What a move into P10 there, early from Razza. Razza showing his authority here, making the moves. Is he going to come under pressure here down the straight? The Hash driver, Barmy Tick, trying to go down the inside. It's all happening on lap 1 here. Side-by-side action everywhere. And still, Razza and Barmy battling it out. Barmy's got the inside line now. Lou is trying to defend from Finley, or is he trying to go on the attack? The cars banging together there. See Lou past you, trying to sneak up the inside. Finley forced wide there. Well, not forced. Maybe just a slight bit of contact, and it fed him out further on the circuit. But so far, I mean, Razza went for an absolutely brilliant move. Gained a couple of positions, then lost one to Barmy Tick. We know Barmy Tick's pace. We know he's a brilliant driver. So, I mean, it was only a matter of time before Barmy and them two went side by side. Can we get tyre info up, please? Of course you can. There was only, I was saying it off the start, Nox Desiree, the only driver on the mediums. So only one driver opting for the medium strategy here this evening, and that is Nox Desiree. That may be to not classic Dusty start. Yep, definitely J7BP. Definitely. No, we can't, Jacob. But yeah, everybody kind of opting for the same strategy. This could all come down to who shows the hand first. In the pit stop phase, these tyres will be on these cars for a long time. But as we see Fozzie going for the move up at the front, bit of contact with the McLaren driver, but get truly holding on to his lead. But how long for? The Aston Martin driver looks racy here this evening. Wants the back-to-back wins. After winning last night in another race, makes a tiny mistake on the exit there. That's cost him a bit of track time, but with the DRS between turns 1 and 2, that will definitely bring Fozzie right back on the rear of the McLaren. As we move down, nothing really happening. You've only got Luke P and Nox Desiree out of DRS range. I think Nox has had a moment because he is so far off the back. We've missed that there. Unfortunate for Nox, and Luke P slowly but surely has dropped out of DRS range, but he's here to participate. Division 2 driver reserving here this evening to try and build up the drivers for this race. McLean down in P11. Can he do anything from that spot? We know McLean's got some decent pace, but with the DRS train, it could be a hard job of trying to get past. Just makes it more difficult. You've got to use more ERS. And at this probably stage now in lap 3, they're all going to be settled in. You're just going to be waiting for that mistake into a DRS zone. And it's going to be all about taking the advantage and trying to get that move done. As this man knows himself, Night Owl in the Williams. Night Owl, absolutely great driver. I'm sure we'll see him putting pressure on some drivers as this race unfolded. And again, Fozzie and Truly, side-by-side action. And I think Fozzie does have the position. Yeah, he's got the position now. So we're going to see what it looks like is we're going to see one very, very interesting battle up at the front. Looks like Truly McLean is here, and he's here to race, and he's here to make it difficult. If you want to pass him, he's going to make you work for it, and that's what it looks like from Truly, sorry. As Fozzie with the fastest lap, you've got Barmy Tick in the Haas, pulling out from behind the Red Bull there. As Fozzie holds onto the lead into turn 1. But if you're stacked like this and you're in Truly's position, you're waiting for the DRS zone. You're not waiting for anything else. Down between turns 11 and 12. That's going to be the place you want to overtake. You don't want to try and trip over the driver in front or him trip over you into turn 1. Especially with how, close the grid is at this moment in time as well. You could lose a hell of a lot of positions just by some slight contact that forces you a bit wider or causes you to go off track. If I were racing, I reckon I'd be lapping Barmy right about now. But you know what? I'm like too nice to give others a chance. Exactly, J7BP. Look at what you did in the final race of the season at Evo, mate. Was it Evo? Yeah. You know what I mean? You gave everybody an opportunity for I'll let you have the limelight. So, very kind-hearted person. But I tell you what, Dusty Bassoon and Barmy. Dusty's made the mistake. Barmy, slight bit of contact as he was going past Dusty there, and that opened the door for the Mercedes driver of Lou Pasteur, and he just took the opportunity there and just slipped right through the gap. Great spot from Lou Pasteur there, just got the power down, seen Dusty after the contact, run wide. But I'm sure we're going to see Dusty trying to make some move. And that's Barmy Tick letting Lou Pasteur through. I think in homage to realising that he may have made a bit of contact with Dusty that cost Dusty. So he's giving him the position back, which is, you know what, well played. Last 4 races, really. I mean, you couldn't, mate. You had that championship in the bag. Can't wait for next season. You better be as dominant next season, mate. Mr. J7BP. Legend. Current Evolution Racing Division 1 champion in the house. And the talent of that grid is something to be proud of, man. There you go, Fozzie. See it again. Switching of positions between the McLaren and the Aston Martin. Lou Pasteur looking to get really involved in it. We've got a car around. There's a car dropping positions here. I think it's Sheehan. Sheehan dropping down to the P13. Raza Gamer now P8. So I think Raza's possibly made some mistakes. And has lost a few more positions there. But the TRE boys, P2, P3. Are we going to see teamwork here? You could possibly see... I mean, we've seen from Truly helping Lou Pasteur in qualifying, trying to give him a bit of a slipstream down the back straight. Fozzie's got to be wary. He's got 2 TTRE teammates right behind him, looking to take the race lead. But it's just been quite steady at this moment in time. DRS train, as we say, going down all the way down to P10. So the top 10 all within DRS range of one another. When we're going to see fireworks, I don't know. That will be in the second stint where people are trying to make moves, trying to get up into them better positions like P2, P3. Oh, actually, the DRS train goes to P11. I do apologise, people. But, yeah, the second stint is going to be where it's at for these boys. They're all settled in now to the positions, I think. Nobody wants to push too hard, try and burn the tyres out too early. Let's have a chat about the drivers. I mean, Barmy Tick, he's a champion. We've seen him win a championship. I've seen Lou Pasteur come second, had one hell of a season against Fox Blue. Great battle between the pair. Very unlucky to not win the overall championship against Fox, but what a season it was. After commentating on Barmy Tick, as I said, after so long, it was such an honour to commentate on a race, to see him win. And then since that race, he's really gone from, it's a long time ago, but he's gone from strength to strength. Yes, Ray, how's it going, bro? Was gonna do a Rosberg and take a season off, but I'll probably race full time to help them with the numbers. Yeah, man. Don't do a Rosberg. Let's get the back-to-back going, J7BP. Mr. Two-Time. Mind you, that's Night Owl at the minute. You'd have to go free to beat him. Mr. Two-Time. Mr. Night Owl. Back-to-back season winner at Evolution Racing the season before J7BP won it. Or was it IFI? It was one of them anyway. It was back-to-back season winners. Or he'd won it at two different... that's it. So he won it at 2 different leagues. So he was Mr. Two-Time. Two-time winner in fucking 1 season. Yeah, but scared of people leaving because I'm not giving them a proper chance. Love the confidence, J7BP. Love the confidence, mate. But it's true, though. You had one dominant season, mate. I mean, I've not seen a season like it, to be fair. Sir with Face picking up a 3-second time penalty. McLean's got one. Luke P also with a time penalty. That's for track limits. So 3 gets you a 3-second time penalty here. Haas once again just pulling out from behind the Red Bull. Mr. Barmy Tick, Lou past you. Oh, Fozzie's been passed by the pair of them. And Lou past you now going for the lead of the race against his esports teammate. And the side-by-side here going through Sector 3. This is great respect shown from both drivers, allowing the space, allowing the battle to continue. Bit of contact there from Fozzie on the Aston Martin driver. Lou Pasture trying to defend the lead as we go into the final sector, but Truly is not giving it up. All the way around the outside he goes, which turns into the inside. And Truly McQueen with one hell of a move around the outside there against Lou Pasture to take back the lead of the race. But here we are in DRS again. Jay in the chat having a little bit of a giggle. Fozzie trying to go on the attack against Lou Pasture here. Fozzie wants to be in that P2 position. He wants to be fighting against Truly. Just, I think at this minute in time, Fozzie, I mean, he's only lost that due to DRS. So I think Fozzie's still got the pace here. You can see he's right on the rear of Lou Pasture, the Mercedes driver. So if Fozzie wants to do anything, this is going to be the place that Fozzie can do it. He needs to go through with Lou Pasture. Lou Pasture's going to have to, because Fozzie's going to put him under pressure. But it looks like Fozzie hasn't had the greatest of turn 11s there, because Barmy Tick very close to the back of him. This is going to be close going into turn 12. Lou Pasture, inside line, gets the move done against Truly. No side-by-side action this time with Truly, apart from Fozzie. There's a bit of contact again between the drivers there. Looks like Truly's just trying to defend Lou Pasture here, to be honest. But obviously he's defending from Fozzie, who doesn't want Fozzie past. Damn, I wish I got home a bit quicker for this race. You know what? It's going to be like this all the way until the end. I mean, we've got the top 9 all within DRS range. I think McLean's pitted early here. He's all the way down in P14. Let's have a look at McLean. No, he's on the hard, so I think it's just been purely a mistake from McLean that's put him all the way back here. And this is an early retirement there. And it's caused a safety car. I mean, we caught that live then. Looks like McLean. I mean, I'm only going off his onboard, but that looks like frustration from the Mercedes driver. Might have just clipped his back end, but the way he went into that pit lane just looks a bit of frustration there from the driver. Might not have been, but yeah, that definitely throws the cat amongst the pigeons now with the strategy. How do the drivers play this? Do they go for the mediums? Or are we going to see a Dusty kind of movement here where let's hope that Dusty's got a fresh set of hards because we know what Dusty will potentially do. This could be a point where Dusty goes in for the mediums and then goes back in on the next lap for a fresh set of hards. We've seen that strategy a few times from Dusty because it does pay off for him in the end. He does lose positions, which is... Whoa, there's Barmy Tick gone off. And Barmy Tick retired from the session. What's just happened to Barmy? So that gives Dusty Bassoon a free position there. And everybody heading into the pit lane. God knows what happened to Barmy then. So here we go. Everybody onto the mediums. Are we going to see Dusty Bassoon come back in for a fresh set of hards? I think that could be the case. But yeah, losing Barmy. Sheehan now as well. We've gone from having 14 drivers and we've lost 3 in a lap. What is going on? Barmy Tick leaves the session there. 3 people in a lap. McLean caused the safety car. Barmy, don't know what happened to Barmy. And then Sheehan. God knows what happened to Sheehan. So Lou Pasteur leads this race. Are the mediums going to make it to the end? I think they'd be on the edge if they was to try and go to the end on the mediums. We'll know off Dusty's lap. If Dusty comes in for another set of hards, I'd say that definitely the mediums aren't making it. Barmy Tick, are you in the chat? What happened? Sorry. No way for hards. Dusty. I mean, how many laps are they going to have left? I just don't see the mediums going to the end. Watch the Red Bull. There he goes. Into the box. Goes the big man Dusty Bassoon. And Night Owl follows him in. Is this the right strategy? Raza Gamer also opting to the... You know what? That's a good little pack to be together that on the hards. Because they will be back on the hards. Undoubtedly. Hang on. Dusty's gone... Did he put... No, he's on the hards. It looked like it was on the mediums for a moment there as he was trundling down the pit lane. But this is a good little pack to have together on the hards. Especially with the restart. We know what the restart's going to be like. They may lose a bit of time to the medium runners at the front. But if these 3 can stick together and DRS train off one another, podium's on the cards. Podium is on the cards. Is Nox Desiree on a fresh set of hards? Nox is. So this going to be a very, very interesting race. Hards for the end. They will get. Yeah, definitely, 100%, mate. Let's leave the track map on. Let's get rid of that. So Dusty doing. I knew as soon as that safety car come out, I knew that Dusty would be in for mediums, then back in for hards. It's a strategy that works well for Dusty. Always has. He manages to gain positions. So safety car, race control with the sign up. Safety car in this lap now. Can Dusty, Night Owl and Razza put the cat amongst the pigeons with these hard compounder tyres and try and steal a podium away here from the medium runners? I think in the last, like, maybe 5 to 6 laps, these cat, yeah, neither can I. But in the last, I'd say at least 5 to 6 laps, maybe 7 laps, these hards are going to be much quicker than the mediums. And you'll see them making moves. It's just how efficiently Dusty, Night Owl and Razza get through the pack. How efficiently they stick together and work together. Lou Pasture has now decided to go. And here we go. Is Fozzie going to try and make an early move? Are we going to see Truly try and make an early move? Truly just sticking behind Lou Pasture there. Lou running a bit wide on the exit of the corner, but still manages to maintain the lead. Knocks Desiree right on the rear of Dusty. Just gone back past him. They're battling, is Knox Desiree and Dusty. They don't want to be doing too much battling, though, because it's going to cost them. And it looks like it's cost Knox Desiree there. And it's put Dusty a second. Oh, he's back within DRS. There we go. But Luke P, he needs to get past Luke P and quick. We've seen Luke P's pace wasn't the strongest. To stay with the pack. So is it going to be the case again? I'm going to call it Dusty to win. Yeah. I mean, I won't put the likes of Fozzie and Truly out of the question just yet. But if things stay as they are, there is definitely with a finger. If I had to choose, I like Dusty, but it'd be Night Owl. Again, that is another person that can definitely take the race win here. They've just got to stay within DRS range. Dusty needs to get past Luke, like now. Because Luke is slowly but surely dropping out of DRS range. Dusty needs to make the move early, and Razza and Night Owl, they all need to follow him through. And you can tell from Dusty, I mean, it's just settled in. And Luke is losing time. He's going to be... I think if Luke can stay close enough within that second, just at that second, Dusty will get past with the DRS. And then they'll be straight there. I go for the one who wins. Bina not putting her money where her mouth is definitely not one to be picking the winner. But Dusty, he wants to be closer here. But he's going to get the DRS, so he's going to be able to get past Lukey P here. Gets a good exit, does Dusty. DRS open already. Night Owl needs to get through, as well as Razza. Razza needs to get through with this little pack if he wants to try and steal a podium here. But it looks like he's going to be trapped behind Luke through Sector 3 here. So Dusty 1.4 now off the front lot. That's definitely not going to work in his favour. Because unless he can get Night Owl right on the back of him and their pace becomes very dominant, it's going to be hard for Dusty to make moves without the DRS. 100%. He needs Night Owl close. As we see Trey there, picking up the fastest lap. He's took the lead of the race back. And he's a second clear. Pulled out of DRS. Lou Pasture's struggling a little bit to stay within DRS range here. Truly could be looking at a win even at this point already, I mean, you gap, you get out of DRS range, you leave them to scrap it out. It's all good, but I think, if anything, Fozzie might hope that Truly actually breaks DRS here so he can get past Lou and then take the fight to Truly. That's going to be what Fozzie wants to do in the Aston. He needs to get close. Needs a good exit here in the slipstream. Use some ERS and try and get the move done on the Mercedes driver. But Lou will have the DRS as well here. And that helps Lou maintain P2. Fozzie stuck behind for another lap. Finley, 1.3 back now. This is not good for the hard runners that are at the back. Finley now 1.3 off, so the front three may potentially pull away here. And we could see a 3-horse race for the final podium positions. It's just who's going to come out on top. At the minute, it's advantage mediums. Because, as I say, Finley 1.4 back. Dusty right back on the back of Sir with face now. Just needs to just be patient, Dusty, here a bit. Wait for them tyres to drop off. And then he'll be able to pounce and take, hopefully, a podium. But with that gap growing from P3 to 4, it's just going to make that task even harder. Because once he gets past Finley, it's all about his pace then. It's all about how Dusty handles the circuit. With aging tyres, but they'll be a lot fresher than the mediums will be come the end of this race. So Night Owl and Razza. Night Owl dropping off. Night Owl's out of DRS range to Dusty. So this could potentially ruin Night Owl's chance as well now. I mean, looking at it, if they could have all stayed together, I think it would have made Dusty's, Night Owl's and Razza's chances of a podium more optimistic. But now with that gap growing to Dusty Bassoon, just makes the task even harder for Night Owl and Razza. And Stabby has managed to get past Finley Smith. And they find themselves 2 seconds off the lead of the front three. Just adds to Dusty's mountainous task of trying to get a podium out of this one. I wonder how worn the mediums are going to be come the end of this race. I say they're going to be at least within puncher range. They've got to be. Got to be around puncher territory. It is hard to call. Definitely, 100% it's hard to call. Nobody's... I mean, the front three have a big advantage. 2.5 second gap now. And if Dusty wants to do anything, now's the time. He needs to get past Sir with face. And is he going to try and do it down this DRS straight here? He's tucked into the slipstream. Finley getting in. Oh, there's big contacts there between the Ferrari and the Red Bull. It unsettled the Ferrari driver. Dusty had to move out of the way as well. They don't want to lose the back of Stabby. As Dusty's gone for the inside line there, throwing it down the inside. But Face had the outside line, better traction for him. And manages to maintain the position. Unlucky there for Dusty. Tried something, just didn't pay off. But it shows he's trying to make the moves to try and get up to the front. Let's have a look a bit further back. Knox Desiree just hasn't... It's not his evening. You can see the back end of that Haas just stepping out everywhere. Probably a race to forget this evening for Knox Desiree. It's not something that you usually see from Knox this, being so far back off the pace. Maybe it's the setup just not worked for him this evening. But he's continuing on, and it's what you like to see from sim racers. Not giving up. Continuing the fight, continuing to race on, no matter what. I mean, you turned up, so you might as well finish it. That's the way I see it. What's the point in turning up and giving up 10 minutes into it? Just not much at all. So let's jump back up. We're back into the DRS zone here with the front packs. And Dusty still looking to get past Sir with Face. He's got the inside, which will be the outside line going into turn 11. But I think he may have the move, Dusty here. Yeah, he's easily passed. So now Dusty trying to chase down the Alpine and the Kick Sauber. Oh, but Sir with Face is having none of this. He's not giving up. But I think Dusty... No, Sir with Face is fighting it back. He's trying to go all the way around the outside. Is Sir with Face. Dusty defending it off there. Sir with Face not letting up whatsoever. He is taking the fight to Dusty Bassoon here. Not giving Dusty an inch. Dusty's out of DRS range now, so we could see Sir with Face try and potentially take this back. All this battling, though, has brought Night Owl and Razza back into it. Razza goes past his teammate there, and now he's on the back of Dusty Bassoon. Could we see the legendary battle between these two that has gone on over multiple leagues between Dusty and Razza? They're fighting the side-by-side action. Does Razza have the pace? Can he start to get side-by-side with Dusty? It's good for Dusty to have Razza in this situation. The battling hasn't helped track time-wise. 3.2 seconds is the gap now. But now Razza's in there. If Razza's up to pace and he can be on the back of Dusty through somebody into these DRS zones, and they can swap and they can try and drag themselves up. Dusty trying to have a little bit of a look. Nothing showing though there. But looks like the mediums are starting to drop off a bit now. Looks like the hards are coming into their own. I think you're going to see a lot of lap time lost from the medium runners getting into lap. I'd say at least 24 to Dusty. And then Dusty's got to put his pedal to the metal. And hopefully, I mean, if he can get involved in the top 3, he's definitely got a chance of a podium, because his tyres are going to be fresher than the hards. He's going to have more grip. As you can see from Dusty here, had a great final corner. He's going to try and go for the move early. He's going to try and go all the way around the outside against Stabby. Stabby leaving him the space on the exit. Dusty will have the inside line for the next corner. They're not giving an inch here this evening. Everybody's defending the position. But Dusty sweeps through past Stabby, and now it's Finlay Smith's turn. Can Finlay defend from the Red Bull driver? He's got to get a good exit here as Dusty. 4.2 the gap. And Dusty, he just needs to be right on the rear. He's got the DRS. This is going to be an easy move for Dusty. Down into turn 12. Looks like Finley's defending with the ERS, but it's just not going to be enough. Finley will have the inside line, though. And Dusty sweeps up into P4. Now we see if the hards... I mean, it looked like they were a lot... Finley's tyres were a lot less grippier than Dusty's. But here comes Finley fighting it back. Dusty's got the outside line. He'll have a better traction out the corner. And there we go. Dusty holding on to P4. And now, can he get after the top 3? Can Dusty do it here, people? Can Dusty get up into the top 3 and try and take a podium? He's already took 2 tenths out of them. The places where they're going to gain on Dusty is through the DRS zones. But I think through the corners, Dusty's just going to slowly but surely pluck away at the times. And as I say, lap 24, I'm predicting Dusty's going to have a lot better tyres, a lot better grip through the corners than the front runners. You can already see he's taking time out of the laps. Lou Pastu, wow, all this action up at the front. We've missed... for the top 4 battle, we've missed the top 3, and Fozzie has actually managed to get the lead, but truly they're taking it back off him through the DRS zone. So Fozzy, I mean, now it comes down to truly, he's just got, is he going to try and win this race? Is he going to try and keep Lou Pasture in it? Lou Pasture was nearly out of DRS on this lap, but managed to maintain it and close the gap back up. But Fozzy and Truly just look like they've got the pace over Lou Pasture to keep just extending the gap. And there's Dusty. Dusty now got it down to 4 seconds, the gap. He took, I mean, how much time did he take off from on the previous lap? It was at least 4 tenths. As Finley's already 2 seconds behind Dusty. 2.5 seconds, which has held Night Owl up and Razza. Finley trying to defend. He's just trying to keep the hard runners behind him. But the overtakes are inevitable on Finley here. But I'm sure Night Owl and Razza are going to be frustrated. They're so far back off the back of Dusty now. So here we go. Finley's got to defend from the hard runners. Is he going to lose 2 positions here down the straight? Night Owl pulls out of the slipstream. Razza's having a little look. Razza's going to have to go around the outside against Finley. And Finley defends the position there, holding on to P6. And this is going to halt Razza Gamer's progress. Unless he can... I thought he was going to try and throw it down the inside there on the Alpine driver, but nothing doing from Razza there. Just decides to settle in. But Night Owl's just making that gap bigger and bigger. Dusty again, another 4 to 5 tenths out of the lap times of the front runners. Maybe we could see Dusty on the top step. If you can continue doing this, taking 4 tenths a lap, 5 laps, be close. Be in DRS range for sure on the last lap. 100%. But you can just tell now that I called it in our lap 24. You're going to see Dusty closing it up. One more lap and you'll see I'm sure we're going to see the time just drop, as it is doing through every corner for Dusty here. It's just the DRS zones where he loses time, and he gains just 2 tenths alone through turn 11 there. And you see him just they're only gaining like a tenth on him though as well. 2 tenths. And you'll just see the times start chipping away again through the corners. Seems to be sector 1 that has the biggest gains for Dusty. And he's just trying to chase the cars down. He can see them, which is going to spur him on into these closing laps to try and close down the gap. Is he going to be able to do it? I think it's just the anticipation. Like, is he going to be able to get within DRS range with these closing laps? Fozzy now into P2. Where he wants to be, really. He wants to be splitting this TTRE team. And on the final lap, I mean, I think he may be just settling in here. Hopefully Lou Pasture is as well. But if Lou gets too close and Fozzy has the opportunity, he's going to have to put the pressure on, truly, to get past. Like you see it here, Lou is not holding back. Lou wants through. Lou's actually having a look at Truly there. Had a little look, but just didn't want to make the move. Just settled in. 2.7, 2.6. Whew. If he's been doing 4/10 a lap, next 3 laps on the final lap, he'll be in DRS range. Well, next 2 laps. I mean, 2-3 laps, and he's going to be within DRS range. He'll be squat. It could heat up on the final lap. This is going to get very heated. As truly has kind of ruined his chances. Has he ruined his chance of a podium? Could this be a free podium for Dusty, knowing that on the final lap he just has to be within that time distance just to steal a podium from Truly? Truly really has kind of spoiled his race here. Picking up that 3-second time penalty is going to affect his race position. I mean, Night Owl's 4 seconds off the back of Dusty, so the worst he's looking at P4, but that is on the final few laps. That's the worst thing you want to see pop up on your screen, that you're getting a 3-second time penalty. But that is definitely going to be spurring Dusty on, knowing that he just has to get within that range. Truly and Lou Pasture nowhere near close enough to try and send it on the Aston Martin driver of Fozzie. Come on, Dusty. You got this. Now the hards, though, just slowly but surely dropping off. He's not took as much time out as them in this lap. But the time's still tumbling. Oh, I'm anxious, people. How's it going to go? Can Dusty get within DRS range? The Red Bull driver can see the fight going on up at the front. And as a driver, you want to be involved in that battle. So that'll be spurring Dusty on just to take that little bit of a more chance, break that little bit later. Try and gain as much time as he can in these final couple of laps to try and get within DRS range. It's 1.8 the gap now. This is too close to look away from for Dusty Bassoon. It's 1.6. The battling in the background. Night Owl and Razza have been having a nice little fight. And then Finley and Sir with Face and Stabby, they've all been battling out for position in this race. There's been some good fights. Good side-by-side action. Oh, Dusty Bassoon. But could this, the jostling for position, this could have 1.6, 1.5. Dusty can smell a bloody good result here. There's contacts between Truly and Fozzie. This is helping Lou Pasture get away. Truly trying to do it. He's caught big contact with Fozzie. Fozzie's off the circuit. Oh, that may be a steward's inquiry at the end of this one. Dusty could be stirring at a win here. Fozzie is going to be fuming. But Truly up into P2. Truly's still going to drop off the podium, though. Fozzie will still pick up a podium, but could it have been where he could have actually won this rather than stirring at a P3 at this moment in time? Dusty in DRS range. Can he keep it there? He's just got it. Just got the DRS. Fozzie needs to be close to the back of Dusty. Remo missed that. What? What's up, Remo? How's it going, mate? Yeah, it's been an interesting battle. Bit of contacts between Fozzie and Truly. That seen Fozzie drop down to P4. Yo, remote. But Dusty and Fozzie battling out. They don't want to be doing too much battling. They don't want to lose the DRS and drop out at that 3 seconds. the penalty that Truly has at this moment in time, which is going to cost him the podium. I think Fozzie just needs to let Dusty lead, but we are... Oh, Dusty! Dusty with a time penalty. I mean, it's been a comeback for Dusty. It really has. But he needs to get past Truly now. R.I.P. Lewis gets the win. Yep. Unless Fozzie can sneak through and be right on the back of thingy. But yeah, it's looking like a Lou Pasteur win here this evening. Lap 28. It's going to come down to the DRS zones. Oh no, Truly picks up another 3. Truly just getting a bit complacent on these final few laps. It's cost him another time penalty. And now Dusty back on the podium, but it'll be P3. Is Truly going to try and make the move here on Lou Pasteur? Or is Dusty? Dusty needs to try and make the move on Truly here. For me, there's been a bit of teamwork here from the esports team this evening. As Lou Pasteur throws it down the inside. Truly looking for the switchback. Lou needs the better exit here. We've seen these two go side by side here before, and Truly came out on top. But Truly looks like he's just going to have to... He's settling. It's going to be P4 for Truly. But Lou Pasteur, after some great battles all race long, he's going to come across the line to win the race at Coulter. Fozzie gets P2. Dusty P3 and Truly P4. We've got Night Owl coming across the line and Razza in at P5 and 6. Sir with Face drops down all the way down to P9. With Finley taking P7 in the end. And then we've just got Lukey P and Nox Desiree to come across the line. Yeah, I think there was a bit of teamwork from the CTRE boys. I mean, they all know one another. They're going to try and help each other out best they can. But, yeah, I think maybe a bit of... Yeah, massive GG's, Luke. Well played, mate. Great race win. Great battling. Nice to commentate on a win for you again. Pleasure. And driver of the day. Cannot complain. The heart, I think if Dusty may have had a couple of laps more. It has been a while, bro. It has been a while, but congratulations on the race win here this evening at Coulter. But yeah, I think if Dusty would have had a lap or two more, I think that was Dusty's 70% across the line. Jesus Christ. I said in the comms that I think they'd have been in puncher range by the time the mediums would have finished. But there we have it, people. That's the race over. Truly, it has the fastest lap, but Lou Pasteur with the race win with Fozzie in at P2, Dusty P3, Truly P4, Night Owl 5, Razza 6, Finley 7, Stabby in at 8, Sir with Face in at 9, and Nox Desiree, unfortunately, P10 this evening. But, yeah, really good race. It was a bit of a weird point in the race at the safety car. Don't want to... I'm just going off what I've seen. Looked like McLean was very frustrated going into the pit lane there. I don't think he meant to take his front wheel off. But I think the frustration showed. And then, once that happened, we lost Barmy. We lost Sheehan. And it just came down to that second stint. We've seen Dusty throw the traditional strategy that he always does, where if there is an early or it messes with the strategy in the pits, that he will go back in. He'll go on to mediums, then go back into the hards. We've seen Night Owl and Razza trying to, follow through with Dusty, but they just get like Dusty was through the traffic and they get caught in it. Someone said the safety car was deliberate. I don't want to have too many comments on this. as I said, there is history. So I really can't be arsed with people jumping on my back again. All I'll say is he looked frustrated going into the pit lane, and yeah, I mean it's there. Have a word, ref. Yeah, I'm not gonna make too many comments on it. At the end of the day, there's history there, and I really can't be arsed with shit being said and having thingy. All I'll say is it looked like frustration from McLean. So that's my opinion, and I'll stick with that. It just looked a bit of you could see the frustration on pit entry. So yeah, but nonetheless, still a great race. Still some great battling on track. I mean, Truly McQueen had a really good race. Just unfortunate with the track limits, losing the podium there. We did see a bit of contact with Fozzie, which could be a steward's inquiry, as it did. It technically didn't cost Fozzie any positions. I mean, he could have possibly got the win against Lou Pashtoo. I think he had the advantage over Lou. He looked a bit quicker than Lou. That's taking nothing away from Lou Pastew's win, by the way. But I think looked like Fozzie just had that bit more of an edge. So possibly could have took a win away from Fozzie. I mean, we've seen Truly go out wide there before against Lou Pashtew, no contact. So we know we can do it. Was a great overtake on Lou Pashtew. Sticks out in the memory from that race. If you want to watch it again, it's in the first couple of laps, I think. Really good overtake, good side-by-side action between the pair, allowing this space and allowing the fight to continue through multiple corners, which was absolutely brilliant to see from the drivers. But yeah, I mean, really good race. So I'm going to scoot off anyway. That has been the race at Wheel to Wheel this evening. And I'd just like to thank everybody for turning up. As usual, it's great to see the usuals. Great to see some old faithfuls. Mr. Lou Pashtew in the chat. Always good to see Remo, Maestro, Fozzie, Bina, absolutely love the girl. Absolute legend. F Crew as well. Jay. Thank you very much, Lou. Was a fun race. Was a very, very fun race. But yeah, enjoy the rest of your evening, people. Take care. And I will be back Friday night. 5 lappers. If you want to come and join us, you know where I'll be. I'll be on the channel from around about, it's anything between 7 and 8, and we'll get some 5 lappers in. So yeah,